All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome back to another episode of Pop Culture Junkies. The day is finally here. It's time for the Jim Lee giveaway. Let's go. All right, so we finally got our books back from Denver Fan Expo where we had an X-Men #1 signed for a giveaway. We had an extra slot in the books we were getting signed. Chris didn't want to get anything else other than the two we got. So we decided to get a book signed out of his collection and give it away to you guys, which was that X-Men #1 D, the gatefold cover, signed by Jim Lee. Finally got the box back here. Now that we've got it, let's open it up, take a look at everything inside, talk about it for a bit, and figure out who the winner is. All right, so the first book we got here, Children of the Atom #1. This is actually Chris's book, but I'm going to open it and show it to you guys before he ever gets to touch it. 9.6, came out pretty good, pretty sweet, pretty sweet. If you don't know that this image is actually in the back of X-Men #1. I actually had a fan in line tell us that. I didn't know that, Chris didn't know that, but the guy behind us guy behind us actually bought some sweet original Jim Lee art. He was a huge fan, and so he was actually telling us, and since we had the book there, we popped it open, flipped through it, and sure enough, yep, it is. It's one of the big promo shots in the back of what's coming next for the X-Men. So cool cover, cool book, got a cool grade. All right, next we have an X-Men #1 20th anniversary edition. So this is the 20th anniversary of the original printing of the book. I don't remember if there were any graders notes on this. I think it potentially said there was creasing. There is a crease here on the back. I can see it there. Pretty sweet book. Again, a little bit rarer than some of the other ones out there. So I got a set of 3 books signed when I went to see Jim Lee at Denver Fan Expo. I knew from the beginning I almost got the X-Men series. I almost got A, B, C, and D signed, but I didn't want to go out and buy them all. And the one that I have is so raggedy and worn out that I knew I wasn't going to want to have him sign it. Plus, he had already signed it once. But I'll show you guys this book. This is the actual copy of X-Men #1 that I bought off the rack when I was 11 years old. If you look down here, it's got a big tear in the cover. We can totally take it out. It's not going to hurt this book. Totally has a tear in the cover, right? This book has been loved and read to shreds. And this is the original copy that I had as a preteen, 11 years old, buying this off the rack in the store. Mine getting blown. Still has that comic book smell. So years ago, 2003, I actually had Jim Lee sign this book. So I was in my early 20s. I worked at Mile High Comics, and I had him sign it. And it was just as beat up and raggedy as this one is. And everyone laughed at me, but it was worth it. So I didn't do just X-Men. I wanted to do something different, but I wasn't sure what. So I'd kind of been searching. I thought about doing the Batman Supermans where they're kind of mirroring each other, but then I was like, I need 3 books so I could get Wonder Woman and do the big 3. Unfortunately, she doesn't have a great pose that goes with those other 2 books. She has some other great covers that he's done of her, but I didn't think it went great with those other 2 books. So I started looking at other things, and I realized that Wonder Woman's just one of my favorite characters, probably my top 3, right? Hulk, Daredevil, Wonder Woman. And so maybe I'll just get a set of Wonder Woman things. And then I found on Torpedo Comics, they have these great Wonder Woman 750 color splash editions. So you've got this nice black and white cover with just Wonder Woman in color on there, just her costume in color. And it really highlights Wonder Woman through the different ages. So we've got the D cover here with the Jim Lee sig on the bottom. We've got the E cover here. Again, he signed it right through on the color on there. This is when Jim first picked up over at DC. Last but not least, you have the F cover. And here again, we have Wonder Woman pretty much in her current state costume and that beautiful Jim Lee signature right across the front. Well worth it. 3 9.8s. Again, you know how I feel about square bound modern edition books with cardboard covers. 9.8s are bullshit, CGC. These should all be 10.0s. All of them. Every single one, unless someone literally went out of their way to abuse them. These books almost all go straight in a bag and board and straight off to get graded. These are not 9.8s. All right, so the big moment everyone's been waiting for. So here we have X-Men #1 D gatefold cover, 9.2 graded, signed by Mr. Jim Lee right here on the bottom. It's one of the most graded comics of all time. Presents really well. This did come out of Chris's PC, like I said, so it wasn't a 9.8 crispy that we were looking for. It's just a book we had around. We thought it'd be great to do a fun giveaway after hitting our first 100 subscribers. So thank you to everyone. So I've been telling you guys to subscribe, make sure subscription's public, and we would figure out who is going to win this thing with a raffle. Will Acosta, congratulations, sir. I will be sending you a message. Please, if you're watching this video, please contact us and we'll figure out how to get this shipped out to you. That being said, we do have some other giveaways planned in the future, guys. I will tell you that we've got a book at almost every signature series signing right now. I'm not going to promise it'll be one of those, but I'm telling you we've got some good stuff out there and some good stuff in our collections. We'll be celebrating 500 and 1,000 subscribers as well. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.